Hey y'all. So I was gonna record this yesterday. It was supposed to be for Fangirl Friday, but I had a week and so I didn't. So I'm doing it now. Um, I am freshly zooted and I'm gonna talk today about all the podcasters that I listen to. This is not working at all. I'm gonna unplug this because I don't think this is working. Sorry. Ah! Sorry, but I couldn't hear myself, so I don't think I have my mic set up right. Um, so anyway, so I'm gonna talk about the podcasters that I watched this week and that I'm obsessed with. Uh, Kind of the whole reason I started doing this was kind of to talk back to them without having to actually put myself out there. This seems less personal. I don't know. I'm mentally ill. Let's face it. I got my coffee. Good to go. So anyway, everybody that I love up there in the corner. Look, this week I'm talking about Steel and Shooter on Bros and Shows. Of course, as always, Dana and Katie, disrespectfully. Emily Hanks, she's speaking with Emily Hanks, who I adore and is I relate to a lot. Um, so bad it's good with Ryan Bailey, as always, and of course Jolene Lunzer, no offense, all offense, who I also love. So I'm going to talk about what I watched on their shows this week and how they were rad and blah blah blah. Anyway, so I'm gonna start. I know I talked about them a little bit, and please bear with me. I'm learning. So I'm gonna start with it worked. Yay! I'm gonna start with Bros and Shows. And the reason why I'm starting with them is them, in addition to Emily Hanks, who I'll talk about in a little bit, or one of my few regular listens. I also listen to the Watch What Crappens guys, and I'm not dissing them in any way, but I did not love their Beverly Hills coverage. I also didn't love Ryan Bailey's Beverly Hills coverage, and I'll tell you why. We have two very different opinions about um, the Kyle Richards storyline. And I think, at least with in the case of Ryan Bailey, I think that it's I don't know. I don't know. But clearly they're not connecting with the feeling of being alone and your kids leaving the house. And I feel like Steele was a lot more sympathetic towards that. And let me say this to y'all. To those of you that do think that it's boring and whatever, I get it. Um, but you're not really the target audience, right? So, and I feel like Steele was very supportive of that. Of course, he was a Kyle fan to begin with, and like me, gets takes it, I think, kind of personally when she fucks up, which I appreciated, which is why they're first up on my woo woo. I'm a fangirl. I love y'all. Y'all go and subscribe to them. I just became a member of their thing, although I don't ever use Instagram, so it's kind of been counterproductive. But still, I like to support who I like to support, and so y'all go do that. But I really appreciated that. Um, I think it's funny. Um, so a couple of key points. My son and Steele both did not know what a caftan was. I had to explain it to my son when we watched the Beverly Hills together on Thursday as part of our Thursday saws. So that was very interesting to me. Um, I also have started watching Summer House in large part because of Rose and Show's coverage of it. And then I also today I was because my YouTube algorithm knows me well. I was like playing on my phone and running around cleaning up and stuff, and was playing some old Bros and Shows, and I was reminded of I generally like their trader coverage too, and it was an older trader episode, and their guest was Bran Flakes, BRANFLAKEZZ. And he was the most fabulous motherfucker. I'm loving him. I'm going to have to follow him. However, I'll figure it out. I guess I'll have to jump on Instagram. But like he was fucking fabulous. And now older, go check them out. Go check out Bros and Shows. Also, I think it's hilarious that so my son always agrees with Shooter. My son stands Shooter like a motherfucker. And I generally agree with the Steel, and I think that's funny. Um, yeah, yeah, like totally agrees with Shooter, and it's very interesting their different perspectives. Um, and I appreciate Seal sharing his personal story. He talks about how he's battled with addiction in the past. His coverage of Mary Cosby and Salt Lake City was really vulnerable and sweet, and I appreciate that from people. I like to connect with people um like that, and I got to be honest, the last couple of years have been pretty rough for me and my family, and I've been watching these shows for about that long, and I just like thanks y'all because it's amazing um how it helps me. Anyway, so yeah, Bros and Shows, loving them. I appreciate that they're courageous and the I also appreciate that Steele is compassionate towards Kyle and this feeling of being alone and how much it sucks because it does fucking suck. And you pour your whole life, or you think that you're a bad mother if your whole identity isn't wrapped up in your children. Society teaches women to do without for their kids. And if my ladies at Disrespectfully have taught me anything. Wait, can I do this? Ah! If my ladies at Disrespectfully have taught me anything, it is to you got to put your own oxygen mask on first. And so, but anyway, I really appreciate their vulnerability and stuff in that. And so yeah, what else? What else? I'm sorry. I'm a little scattered. As y'all know, I am zooted. I talked about brand flakes. Yeah, brand flakes. Check it out. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so next up, we're gonna talk about She's Speaking with Emily Hanks. I fucking love this woman. I stan her. She's so beautiful. She showed up on my YouTube thing, on my algorithm. I want to say about a year and a half ago. Must have been longer than that because it was during Scandival when I was consuming everything I could. And her cats are so beautiful and she's so beautiful. And on Sundays, she does a weekly wrap up with Kendrick, and they're fabulous and they have fans. And I wish I had a fan because I would tell you that I am a fan. So I'm gonna fan myself. I am a fan of y'all's fans. And I really appreciate Emily's perspective on most things. It's very like she doesn't hate or go after Kyle. She understands and has compassion for what she's going through. Um and and so I appreciate that because obviously I think the next time I cover Kyle I'll wear a cape because I know it's bad. But when you identify with somebody, then you feel a kinship. Also, equally, when she fucks up, I'm so embarrassed and I just want to cry. So anyway, much as when I fuck up myself. So, yeah, I really appreciate I'm part of Emily's Patreon. It's wonderful. I love it's very she's very interactive. Also, Ryan Bailey is very interactive on his Patreon. Y'all should check that out. And I appreciate that a lot because I mean, that's why you join is I mean, some people join for the straight up tea, but I joined to like interact with these people because I feel like even though I realize I'm not trying to reindeer game any motherfuckers, but I feel like I know them because I've been watching them so faithfully. Some of them I sleep to. So, you know what I mean? So it's like a nice perk and it's not that much money. And so like and it's nice. And if it supports a creator directly, then what's better than that, right? But anyway, um, let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. So now let's talk about Jolene Lunzer. Now, most of what she covered this week, like I'm not, there was a lot of stuff about the Boy Meets World Topanga shit, and like I don't care. I love her lives though. She and I also really respect how she runs her channel and who she is as a creator. I'm glad she's starting to get some success, or some more like commercial success on the comedy side. She was named like a top comedian to watch or something. And I think that's amazing and congrats to her. But what I really love about her is how supportive she is of other creators. And you see that in her live chats. You see other creators, Christina Coca, Mims, make sense, go in and out. You know, I've seen her on Ryan Bailey's podcast. I've seen Bra Bros and Ryan, they all cross over. And I love how supportive that community is. And I think that's part of why these are the ones I fucking admire, right? So I really appreciate that. Um, also, um, she's fucking hilarious. I really think she's hilarious. I love her. I love her best solo, but it's also nice when her husband joins. He seems like he's got a head on his shoulders. I have some triggering thoughts about people in nursing school that we won't get into, and that's not Chell's fault. Okay. So, and then last but not least, oh, wait. Again, disrespectfully, I watch these ladies every week. I am much more mentally ill than any of these people that I watch. And honest to God, disrespectfully helps me augment therapy on boundary work literally every week. Twice a week, check them out. They've got episodes that drop on Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays kind of a hodgepodge. Oh, also I learned I think Wes Moreland, I want to say, or Borland, he's the guitarist for Limp Bizkit. I had no idea about these costumes he made. Y'all check out this past episode. It was so fucking good and it was so interesting. And then I went down a rabbit hole on images of like all these amazing costumes. I should have pulled one up, but I didn't do all that. But yeah, that was really cool. I like them. I like how they do things. So and then on Fridays they drop a hometown heroes, which is just kind of random stories. A lot of them are poop and ghost stories, and I love them. They're fucking hilarious. And then what would disrespectfully do, which is also hilarious, and I appreciate their advice and they're vulnerable and share. And it's not all about VPR; it's about their lives, and it's really great. And I like it a lot. I like that Katie is finding love and shout out to the disrespectfully girls. And then last but not least, So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey, who is my staple. He kind of crossed me over into this after showing up in my algorithm after I had been dying, pissing myself laughing, watching the Crappens guys cover Jersey. Not this not this past season, but the season before when Teresa got married. Oh my God, their Bill Aiden makes me piss myself every day. I can't. But again, Ryan Bailey, I don't. He said that the Kyle, oh, I'm alone is boring. And I understand his comedy and stuff because I identify with that a lot because I'm going through my own identity crisis. I took it personal. It made me kind of mad at him. I'm not mad at him anymore. And I'll tell you why. First of all, I also like the way he runs his show and everything. I have become a recent baddie and I'm enjoying it a lot. I love the Q&As he does on Patreon. It's really amazing. He takes the time to answer every single question. If you watch his show, you know he's kind of long-winded, but that's one of the things I like about him, and I find him very comforting. It's like ASMR. And this week he had Brittany from The Traders on his show. That episode dropped, and he does a weekly recap with Bergie, who had been on Love Island and had been on The Traders as well, about The Traders, but this was in addition to that. And like the previous week, he had Carolyn on from The Traders, so that was all very good. Um, but he had Brittany on from The Traders. And let me tell you something. I don't know where in Oklahoma this woman lives, but she is a natural she needs to be either she needs to they either need to create a Real Housewives of whatever Tulsa, whatever fucking city she's near in Oklahoma, and create it around her. She is so fucking fabulous. She is on it. She is on her. She's smart as fuck. She's likable. I really fuck with her. I think she's fantastic. So they need to do that, or she needs her own talk show. Or like, but you know, a lot of creators do like, partners and talk with she needs a weekly podcast. I didn't She may have one and I may have missed it because I wasn't, sometimes you're on your phone too and stuff like that. But she's just amazing. And that interview with him with Ryan Bailey and her was fantastic. Also, shout out and congrats and break a leg. Good luck tomorrow, Ryan Bailey. It gets to be at the Oscars in the press room for the winners, and how wonderful for him. He's been talking about it on his show, and what like a dream come true. So anyway, check out, subscribe, like, so bad it's good. Ryan Bailey, disrespectfully. No offense, all offense, Jolene Lunzer, Bros and Shows, and she's speaking with Emily Hanks. Y'all have a great day. Think I'm gonna record my weekly sauce later, but it'll probably be a little bit later day, but I'll post it as soon as I record that as well. Like, subscribe, take care of y'all. Bye.